This is Garrett Fry, the Cityscape sequence lead for 3D digital map painting, and we're taking a look at shot H101. So let's take a look at that. We start up high and we settle down low here. So we can see that the other shot, the companion shot to this, is H100. So that's the same location. And the lighting on H100 is coming from this way, and now on H101 the lighting is coming from this direction. So the lighting has completely flipped sides, and so now you're going to have to accommodate for this different lighting scenario. So like with that shot, the direction is, of course, that we're making changes up here. We go through and identify some of the iconic buildings, and we can, get rid of those. And when we're adding buildings, we can replace a building completely, kind of overlay it. We can put buildings behind buildings, or we can chop them out completely and replace it with some sky back there. So those are a couple different options that you can do to change this cityscape. Also, what's even more important in this shot than it is in 100 is the specular quality of these buildings. Now the light direction is pointing in a way that makes these really hot specular kicks happen on all of these buildings. And so if you put a building in there and it does not have, it has specular material on it. It has metal, it has glass, it has shiny things on it. If it has those things and it is not reflecting, then it's going to look dead. It's not going to look like it's integrating into the environment. So I would be selective, however, that you're not every single building that you add is like super, super hot like this. Because when you look at the mix of these buildings, like this one, it doesn't have a really huge specular, but we've already, some of these have these like nice specular qualities to them. Also, this building in particular is like all glass. So like overall, it has, a pretty much even specular quality to it, and it's pretty bright. Although, like on this one, there's this little spot right here that has a bit of a kick. This one has a bit of a kick, and this one has a bit of a kick, and then it falls off this way. So there's different variations in how you can take your specular, kicks on your buildings. And really, it's the specular quality to buildings that make buildings look really real. So you're going to want to pay a lot of attention to that. Make sure that before you jump into these shots, you download the image library. The image library consists of nearly 500 raw images. That's 2.27 gigs of buildings from 5 different cities from around the world: Sydney, Wellington, Adelaide, San Francisco, and New Orleans. So there's a huge variety of buildings to choose from. The photo reference includes buildings under all different lighting conditions and angles, so it pays off to familiarize yourself with the materials you're going to use to successfully execute these shots.